Discovering that you or a loved one has cancer can be utterly terrifying. All the same, once you comprehend the causes of cancer and learn how to reverse those causes, you or your loved one may have more than a fighting chance of beating out cancer. Regrettably, these techniques can't help everybody survive, but if the individual utilizing these strategies has enough time left so that they may start to work, rather often they reverse their cancer. 1. Foods you must include. According to the National Cancer Institute, roughly 1/3 of all cancer deaths may be ascribed to our diets. The advocated diet isn't elaborate or expensive. There are a lot of foods and even spices that may very well help in the fight against cancer. Some authorities claims that a lot of healthy food choices will help reduce the possibility of contracting cancer, and may shrivel up tumors. There are a lot of factors that contribute to cancer. According to Mayo Clinic, inadequate diet, obesity and smoking give the cause cancer. Genetic endowment is likewise a factor in some forms of cancer. It's simple enough to protect yourself from skin cancer. You should utilize sunscreen during the daylight hours to protect your skin from UV rays. Cruciferous veggies like broccoli, cauliflower, kale, Brussels sprouts and cabbage hold two major antioxidants, lutein and zeaxanthin. These antioxidants might help battle against prostate cancer. Most of the fresh veggies in the food market contain antioxidants, vitamins and minerals, which might aid in the prevention of cancer. Oranges and lemons perk up the immune system to drive back cancer cells. Papayas bear ascorbic acid, which works as an antioxidant. Raspberries hold a lot of vitamins and minerals which help protect against cancer. Nuts hold a lot of antioxidants, which might suppress the growth of tumors. Some authorities explain that tea is determined to have cancer-fighting powers. While all teas are good for the body, green tea is made from unfermented tea leaves. Consequently, it has the highest density of antioxidants. The antioxidants in tea are known as polyphenols. According to some authorities, garlic bears alum compounds that seem to support the immune system. Turmeric, which is a member of the ginger family, likewise helps battle cancer. Hot chili peppers and jalapenos bear capsaicin, which is thought to be a cancer-fighting agent. Rosemary, which is a flavorful spice, might help in the battle against cancer. 2. Fiber is your friend. Fresh research affirms what nutritionists have stated for years: consuming lots of high-fiber foods is a capital way to protect your health. That may sound like a steep claim, but according to investigators conducting the biggest ever study into the relationship between diet and cancer, it's the facts. Basic whole grains include brown rice, barley, millet, oats, buckwheat, rye, and whole wheat. You may also want to try out some traditional Native American grains such as quinoa or amaranth, found in health food stores. Good whole grain recipes are simple to discover on the net. But savoring these highly nutritious foods may require patience. Whole grains commonly take longer to cook than refined grains. 3. Chemicals are not your friend. Toxins and pollutants are brought into our homes day after day through water, food, dirt, dust and household cleansing products. For instance, the serious toxin phenol may be detected in a few disinfectants, antiseptics and even air fresheners. Continued exposure to phenols and additional toxins might have injurious effects on our nervous and respiratory systems, also induce cancers. It's crucial to educate yourself to enable you to cut down your risk and exposure. When you start to educate yourself about the chemicals and toxins on the labels of the products in your house, you might prefer to substitute some of the toxic agents you discover with non-toxic options. 4. Put down the smokes, no longer hacking coughs. No longer shelling out income to XYZ tobacco, day in day out. No more shortness of breath and no more social alienation. It's time to quit smoking, for good. Set the money you'd commonly spend on cigarettes in a jar. This is a very potent technique. Many smokers don't sit down and work out how much they're really spending on cigarettes annually. When you virtually see the income saved that you'd normally have spent on cigarettes, you're more likely to remain motivated. You may have a smoke when you awaken, or get in the car, or have a cup of java after a meal or when you're strained. When you awaken in the morning, substitute the smoke with a glass of water. So when the itches are there, alter your behavior, anything just as long as you're distracted from a smoke. 5. Add lycopene. Lycopene supplementations are developed from carotenoid compounds that naturally happen in certain plants in orange, yellow and red pigments. These include tomatoes, carrots, sweet potatoes and corn. According to research, lycopene is among 3 common carotenoids. Alpha-carotene, beta-carotene are the other 2. Read on to discover how to benefit from lycopene supplementations. 6. Get better sleep. If you've been working out to take down your risk of cancer, you should recognize that getting those additional hours on the treadmill might not do as much good if you aren't getting enough hours of sleep likewise. A recent written report shows that acquiring at least 7 hours of sleep every night may maximize cancer prevention advantages in physically active adult females. Physical activity, a balanced diet of natural nutrients, and proper tension management are a few of the additional factors that have a potent influence on your health. Integrate these precepts with a beneficial night's sleep and you've presented your body a fighting chance against modernistic disease. 7. Sunburns are bad. There's more to preventing sunburn and skin cancer than a lot of individuals recognize, as well as averting untimely wrinkling of the skin. It's not merely about wearing sunscreen and averting sun rays during peak hours of the day. At the beach or while walking about in the hot sun, use a sun umbrella to protect you from the sun injuring rays. Freckles may be a sign of overexposure to the sun and skin damage. Don't just ignore them as normal, particularly if they occur in a fresh area of the skin in a cluster. Forever watch for signs of skin cancer, like a freckle or mole changing form. If you suspect a cancer skin symptom, have it checked by a MD. Not all apparel protects your skin from the sun rays. Lightweight fabrics don't protect as well as cotton. 8. A few less drinks. A boastfully body of evidence consistently indicates that consumption of alcoholic beverages is a risk factor for cancer. To bring down the chance of cancer, you should confine your consumption of alcoholic beverages or, better still, avoid it altogether. 9. Drop those extra pounds. Obesity, specified as having a BMI body mass index of 30 or higher, increases the chance of developing colorectal cancer. Bringing down your weight to height ratio brings down your BMI, which diminishes your risk of acquiring cancer of the colon or rectum. You can't alter your height, so the only affair left is your weight. Slimming down is far from simple. Frequently, it's frustrative and straight-out depressing. But it does not have to be that way. By eating smarter and integrating physical activity into your life, you'll slim down. The results might be more tedious than you'd like, but you will slim down. And when you do, you'll feel more beneficial and will have diminished your risk for a lot of sicknesses, including colon cancer. 10. Be proactive. Cancer is the second leading cause of death in the United States of America, surmounted only by heart disease. Each year cancer takes the lives of more than 500,000 individuals. A lot of cancer deaths may be avoided if more individuals were screened for cancer. Early spotting may considerably reduce the billions of dollars exhausted on cancer treatment every year. Not only does cancer screening preserve lives by discovering breast, cervical, and colorectal cancers ahead of time, it likewise is the beginning step in precluding many colorectal and cervical cancers from ever arising. Cancer is a disease that touches on a lot of individuals. Many cancer-causing agents have been discovered by researchers. Most forms of cancer can be prevented by making a few primary lifestyle alterations, such as exercising and eating healthy, averting sun exposure and refraining from tobacco use. Preventing cancer, the leading killer worldwide, isn't as easy as popping a pill or getting a vaccination. All the same, according to the World Health Organization, WHO, more than 30% of all cancer deaths can be prevented. Tobacco use is the single biggest factor when determining cancer risk. You are able to incorporate all these strategies in your fight against cancer or to prevent it and help prolong your life.